and I have to try to stick 2 hands in that little hole.
We're basically doing a frame off restoration on a 335,000 mile 1993 Suburban.
I got it!
Oh my God, it's in! Today we're doing a couple pretty cool things. We're gonna figure out how to get the whole front clip off of Uncle George here. We're eventually gonna pull the body out and paint the frame. That's a different story. The other thing we're gonna do is we're going to test fit the Blueprint 632 into here. We'll find out whether the oil pan fits or not, whether our motor mounts are gonna work or not. Why wouldn't you pull the front clip off and then put the motor in? Well, then we don't get to see what it looks like in there, which is very important. We're not about, delayed gratification here. We want to see what it's going to look like in there right now. So we're going to do that first. Now this is going to be a whole build series. If you're new here from, like the AMC video or something, welcome to the channel. This is what we're going to be working on for the foreseeable future. We got to pull off the
Dominator.
Well, I guess it's Dominator size, but this is actually the Holley Sniper throttle body EFI system. Pretty freaking awesome. And here's the motor mounts that we're working with. These are from Off-Road Design or something. They're just, big block GMT400 motor mounts. I think they work with all the different kinds of motors. What's so funny?
I thought those were random pieces of metal garbage, and I was gonna put them with the scrap stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's because, they're not painted yet. Yeah, we're gonna paint these, but for now, we're, got to test fit them because we might have to do some grinding or clearancing or smoothing or wallering out. We yanked out the motor in the last video. You can find all those on the same playlist moving forward. Yep, so we'll just bolt those on there like that, get those mocked up, and I'll work on pulling the factory clamshells pads out and place them with these hogs. Things look nice. I really hope that these bolts are not double-sided. Sure seems like they are. Good job, old GM. Making life hard. Maybe when we have the frame all apart, we'll weld nuts on the back side of that, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Future videos, next steps after this one, we're gonna pull the cab off. I guess you want to call it a cab, or the whole body, because it's a Suburban, not like a pickup truck. And take the frame out, get it outside, because Rob, the guy who owns this building, actually has a old rotisserie thing that he built a long time ago that we can use for this. So we're gonna clean it all off and paint it with Pour 15, and we're basically doing a frame off restoration on a 335,000 mile 1993 Suburban. Pretend you have to teach someone watching what I just taught you.
Okay, well, if it doesn't go all the way in, then you're hitting something, and you can add a washer to it so it doesn't hit something.
The very end of the hole, not something. And don't use an impact either, because you could bottom the bolt out and break the head off, and then you're gonna have fun trying to get that out. In this case, he threaded in by hand, and there was only a little gap left, so we added a thick washer so we can tighten it up and it won't dig. Now when we do the final install, we'll get grade 8 bolts for all of these and trim them to length, so they'll be all good. But this is just mock-up, so we're using a bin of grade 5 hardware. Literally just go into Advance or something and get one of these. Here, I'll show you. Having one of these on hand for metric and standard, best thing you'll ever do. When you're doing builds like this, I did that on the Escalade. You need a bolt for something, you use the cheap stuff to mock it up, and then you can figure out how many you need, how long you need them, all that stuff. And you can cut those to length and use them as a guide, take them to the store, figure out what to get. As an alternative to being a baller and having a grade 8 hardware rack at your disposal, which, people don't just have that. But you can get those, they're like 30 bucks or something. Used to be anyway. Okay, you got them on both sides? Yes, you do. We may need a tag team to get these out of here.
It would.
Remember? Yeah, because there's nuts on the...
Oh, no, do I have to put my hand somewhere?
That's what she said. Damn it, I dropped it. Oh. Tiny hands to the rescue again. You gonna make big block noises? okay. That was way less painful than I expected because I can see the holes back there. Gotta practice good nut discipline. Put them back.
This is poking me.
Oh,
that
was a good one. I'm not editing that out. Wiring harness.
That's annoying.
Is it on there?
Yeah. Sure, go for it.
Oh, it's close.
There's like this wall right here that's like blocking me from getting the angle. Even put it on there. And I have to try to stick 2 hands in that little hole.
We just kind of.
Can we cut this? Can we cut it?
Well, then we can't use it again.
You don't need to use it. You'll replace them. These are crusty.
It's hard. Well, we could. I mean, it would take this as long to cut it as it would to get the last 4 threads off. 3 hours later, we got it out. How are you feeling?
Annoyed.
As rightfully so. Now we can pick 2 of the easy ones to use to hold the other ones in for mock-up. What was making that difficult too is the nuts. These are like safety nuts. You can see they're ovaled out a little bit. Mm-hmm. We can mock these up with regular nuts from our handy dandy bolt bin. That way we can just thread them on by hand. Then it's like snug in there and not gonna move. Like, cause we don't wanna not bolt them down because they might move and then look like it fits, but it doesn't because it's not tight. We're gonna bolt it down, but we're not gonna use these because they're gonna be mofo. So we'll use like some work nuts. Kind of forgot, I wired up the lift yesterday. So now we can use that to our advantage, which I just did by being able to stand in here and get those work nuts threaded on there relatively easily. Now we can load this thing back down and try to plop the engine in. Flies hail.
Oh, cleaning your BFGs.
Yeah, look at those white letter BFG all-terrains, dang.
This is like the dad version.
Okay, so backstory here. I bought this thing in November of 2018 out of Norman, Oklahoma, when I still lived in Pennsylvania, for $1,800. And it had brand spanking new tires on it. You can't beat that. It's a 1-owner truck. It's got like all poly suspension bushings. The thing drove great. It drove nicer than probably anything else we have.
It was nicer than anything that we have.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yes, it drives nicer than anything we have. With the one exception, it is slow as like the speed of smell.
You could be putting your foot to the floor and you're not going anywhere.
No, not even with the airbox flipped. It just wasn't working. But we're gonna fix that, and we're gonna make it better too because we're gonna do things.
You're like, let's say you're at a red light, it turns green, and you're like trying to go, and it's like everybody's going, and you're just sitting. Like the Prius passes you, like everybody passes you, and you're just like down.
You know how funny it's gonna be to have an 840 horsepower big block in this thing, like with these wheels on it and stuff, and because everybody expects you to be slow as molasses like that, but you're gonna sound like a freaking, I don't know, Pappy's Pro Stock car sitting at the red light. I gotta repeat myself for new people, but if you're new here, there's a video of Blueprint Engines factory tour where we ran that thing on the dyno, so you can find that on the channel too. It's going in perfectly.
Okay, you're getting close.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take the wheels off.
This is heavy. Can I get the dipstick out?
Yeah.
It's gonna bend or break.
It does not, like, it makes the Suburban look like an S10. This thing is ridiculous. God, making headers is not gonna be as easy as I thought. Here's the state of the onion right here. What do you mean get into it? Huh? Like we have to take it off the engine. Need to get that sump scoot kicked out a little bit. Maybe get around it. It is so close. Man, that's how big this thing is. We also have a really nice polished billet CVF accessory drive for this, which is like, you know the part of Transformers whenever Shia LaBeouf has, like, you just getting used to his piece of crap Camaro, and he goes to give Megan Fox a ride home, and it breaks down, and she opens the hood, and there's just this immaculate small block in there with ITBs and stuff. Shia LaBeouf has no idea what's going on, except we will know what's going on. This is way cooler than Bumblebee. Part of the purpose of doing this mock-up, because if the oil pan doesn't fit, we'll go pull the motor out, put it on a stand, take the oil pan off, clearance it, and whatever, we reduce the capacity by...
The oil pan doesn't fit. I mean, I already tell you that.
It doesn't fit right now. Right now, it doesn't fit.
It's literally, you can't even get a fingernail between it or anything. It's like...
Yeah, it doesn't fit right now in this current position, but maybe once we get past this, I'm hoping that this kick out will kind of lay in here somewhere. Okay, I already found something that I don't like about these motor mounts. Is that these Delrin bushings are, or it says Kevlar, whatever. These bushings are two pieces. So you bump one with the motor mount, and then the other side pops out. And then you try to put it down, and the clamshell's hitting it because it's not in the whole way. So we're gonna like glue them in or something, or tape, I don't know. What's so funny?
I could just see stuff wiggling, but I can't find you.
See what I'm talking about here?
Yeah.
You bump it, slides off. Yeah, it doesn't take much to just...
Yeah.
Like, now I gotta get it again. So when you put this back together, or off-road design, I guess, when you guys are building these, maybe just like put a little bit of glue on here so when you do this, it doesn't want to come back apart easily. It's pushing the damn thing out again. We're gonna lower it a little bit more, but don't talk too loud or they might fall out again. So the problem is, you can't just get the weight on there, let it slide over, and then have it fall on. Like normally when you're doing an engine install, you just kind of jiggle stuff around until it falls in the right place. Here, you gotta perfectly place that clamshell over those things, because if you slide it or catch it at all, it'll push it out and won't go down. But I think I got both sides down now. Can you show that?
Can't really see it. We should put one of these on either side.
That's a great idea.
See? I'm smart.
Yes, you are. Over there. To my mom and Dan, if you guys are watching this, thank you, Dan. These lights, awesome. My parents got divorced when I was in like 9th grade, and my mom's remarried. We like Dan. Dan's cool.
Dan's awesome.
Dan is awesome. And congratulations on your new car, Dan. Maybe we'll race you when we're done with this.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. I think we could take him.
No. It's closer than it has been.
Yes, it is. You should be able to slide that in there, and it just doesn't. Or if it did, it's so close. No, it just doesn't. Oh, it doesn't fit over there either. Let's pull this one out and see if it fits at all. I bet it doesn't. No, it's okay. It's like, I'm sure it's a small business. And I will say, I'm not going to sit here complaining about an aftermarket part in a bad way. I'm like constructively offering, you know, a revision to make these things a little better. I'm glad someone makes these, and also serve as a guide if someone else is going to do this and they don't fix this, you know what to expect. So that's okay. We're okay here. And no, that doesn't fit in there either. So we're going to have to shorten both of these up a little bit. It fits, but it's a little tight, so we'll take a little more.
Oh no! I didn't do anything.
I know you didn't. It's okay. I did that. You want to see something cool? Wow, science. Yeah. Full nerd flex. Okay. It fits, but it's burning my fingers. Ah.
Why didn't you put it down like closer?
Because I didn't want it to melt this. Because he took a long time to trim this and be perfect.
Oh, I forgot I did that.
Yeah. We got the clamshells refinagled over the bushings, and the lowering commences.
Yep. You just need to be able to left a little bit more.
There we go. We get it past the holes, and then get it in the hole one at a time. Probably won't go the whole way through, but we get it as far as we can. What's going on inside there is the bolt is in and it is hitting the back wall of the clamshell. Now we're gonna get the other side located on its first one. So this is like a 4-part process. You got first hole, hit the wall, second hole, hit the wall, and then you can, then you change your pitch and you can get one through and the other through, then you're done. So we gotta shuffle this around to get that one in now. If the sump is hitting, then it would not let us. Well, no, it's not. Actually, this is going to fit. Okay, let the engine down a little bit.
Oh God, why is that my job? You're not gonna get to yell at me for anything. It's your fault.
Whoa.
Well, you said.
A little bit, not just let it plop.
Well,
We gotta teach you how to finesse that valve a little bit better, but
it's either like 100 or nothing. It's just gonna be what it is.
we can work on that. Oh, that is so close. You see that? That's so close. Can you bang that bolt with a hammer again?
I'll bang your bolt with a hammer.
Well, I'll show you a pizza.
No, you're having tacos.
Yay.
I got it!
Oh my God, it's in. I think what's going on here is we got an aftermarket part and a 300,000 mile frame. So it's just a little bit different. And it's a tall deck, big block. It should all be in the same place, but we're combining aftermarket parts with something that's very, very old. So it's not all a precise fit. So I loosened some of those work nuts down there, which is just another reason to put weld nuts to the backside of that. That way we have double adjustability, because now I can get the base to move. So I just loosened the bolts going into the motor side of the motor mount a little bit to give us a little more room. Give me like, well, it's half a pump. It's really close.
Half a pump.
Yeah, half a pump. Hammer, hit it with the hammer.
It's in!
Yes, it is. So far, we have learned that, one, this took a lot longer than we thought it was going to. Two, these motor mounts are definitely going to need some massaging to get in. Three, the oil pan does work. Four, this thing is freaking huge. The valve cover is very close to hitting the firewall over there, and I suspect with, engine torquage from 800 horsepower that it would probably rub, so we may massage the firewall out a little bit for the valve cover, or get different valve covers, I don't know, because that breather tube right there is stabbing that thing. Mm-hmm. So the breather won't work there. All in all, it's not too bad. Well, let's get to pulling this front clip off, which was supposed to be the harder part of what we were doing, but
That's gonna be the easiest part.
yeah. You say, oh, well, why didn't you just do the engine with the motor mounts and stuff after the front clip was off?
Because you like doing everything the hardest way possible, is why.
Well, I wanted to see what it looked like in there. I wanted to see it. And now we can put a jack stand on the back of the engine, take the crane away, put the Dominator sniper back on there, and look at it and go, wow, that's really cool. And then take all that back off and start working again. So that's what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna get the front clip off. But before that, I just had to mock up the new wheels. So check it out. Gotta have that period correct look. These are just Elvis's old tires, but we're gonna get some new ones. But I just couldn't contain myself, because this is like the last time that this thing will be all in one piece and be able to look at for quite some time now, because we're gonna yank the front clip off and then the body's gonna come off shortly after. You ready to start taking stuff apart?
Yeah, that's the best part.
I know you like taking stuff apart. To get the grill out, looks like you just start by pulling these bottom lights out of here, and they're just Torx screws. And there's 2 7 mils right here, one over there. And also, disclaimer, it may sound like this is a tutorial from somebody who knows what they're doing, but that could not be further from the truth. We have never done this before, and anything like this. We're just figuring out as we go along. And as we learn things and figure stuff out, we will distill it and tell you about it, so you don't have to do all the messing around that we're doing to figure it out, pretty much. There's one right there, couple in here. Oh yeah, this will be right off in a minute. See guys, work smart, not hard. What's with you and headlights and GMCs?
I was about to say that.
Who remembers Logan's favorite headlight on Uncle Rob? Leave a comment. I wonder how many of those guys are like paying attention to this. There are a lot of new people too. You can be an old person if you go back and watch the old videos. Doesn't matter when you watch them. It's just the fact that you know makes you an OG. Bolt right here and right there, all little 7 millimeters.
Don't break it, God.
Well, try not to, but can't make any promises.
That plastic is really brittle.
Oh, we're
Is there another one?
yeah, there's one more down there. I just put the extension away. Oh, they even make a little access hole for that here. That's what that's for. So it's not even tight enough to need a ratchet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We have a brand new 93 style front grille, and we also have a 95. So we could use either or make them interchangeable. Leave a comment on which front fascia do you think this thing should have. Should it have this one, or should it have the 95 to 99? We got the inner fender out on this side. I didn't know all that stuff would just dangle there, but apparently it does. Not too bad. Logan's working on the one over here. Apparently there was some extracurricular push pins going on that weren't on my side.
Yep, they always have to be on my side.
We'll just put this into perspective. This thing was daily driven for 25 years. 334,000 miles when I bought it. And this is all the worst it is under there. These are metal inner fenders, and they actually unscrew from the body. They're not rotted out anywhere. Like, we can clean these off and paint them and put them back in, and they'll be fine.
This is 10 years older than Uncle Rob, and Uncle Rob is far worse.
Yeah. That's what Rust Belt does. Pretty crazy. I guess we can wiggle this thing out of here. Oh, look at this super sweet cold air intake duct right here. Wow. How about that? I want you to tell a story in the comments, the most memorable story you have when you're first learning to work on stuff, when you screwed something up really bad and had to replace it. Completely, like, you know, you made an honest mistake and you learned from it. I want to hear that in the comments.
Did I do it or did you do it?
What?
Break something?
I was talking about the AC condenser fitting up there.
Oh.
Do you want to tell them?
No.
Well, everybody's going to tell stories in the comments so that you see that it's a normal thing. So can you explain what happened?
I just broke it.
Well, show it. It's kind of funny.
I broke it.
What was the play-by-play there?
Well, I took this one off and I didn't hold this part and it was fine, so I did it here and then I broke it.
But how did it break? What happened?
Because I was trying to take it off and
No, I mean, where's it broken?
What do you mean?
Down here.
Well, yeah.
Where it was spinning, but the whole line was just going not actually coming off.
Okay.
Yeah. And she felt all bad about it. I'm like, no, I'm not mad. Like, we'll have to get a new condenser, but that's fine. It's probably $10 at the, junkyard. But everybody does that. That's why I want you guys to tell some stories about it, so that everybody getting into this stuff isn't deterred because they screw something up and think that they're done or they can't do it. Like, literally, you're gonna ruin things by accident when you start working on stuff.
Well, I felt bad because you were already frustrated, and then when you tell me I broke, I didn't f thing up. You did. Now.
This one was a little harder to get out than the other one. Still not bad. I mean, that's not structural because it still bends and comes back. I don't know if that was dirt that's falling out. No, that's rust. Oh boy.
Yeah. Look at how much was falling out while I was taking those out.
We should pull these flares off and see how bad these fenders actually are. Maybe going to the junkyard for some front fenders will be on a thing too.
Yeah, because isn't one of them cracked?
It's dented. Oh no, it's not numbers matching anymore. It's ruined. Good nut discipline. Labeled bag. I thought getting the bumper off this thing was going to be harder because I took the front bumper off the Monte Carlo once to plasti dip it years and years ago, and it was really, really hard. But that was also before I knew how to work on cars, so everything I tried to do was really, really hard. We have a brand new bumper from LMC Truck to put on here also. Well, dang, we could just like hang the whole front of the truck up somewhere.
That was why I said that. It'd be funny to leave that license plate on it and hang it up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah. We could even cut the front 6 inches off the original hood and glue it on there. That way it's like the whole big thing. What are you doing now?
Conflict resolution.
Okay.
Fixing what I messed up.
Yep, we still gotta get it out, so now you're just gonna cut it.
Mm-hmm. That was easy.
I shouldn't have let you do that, because now you're like, oh, if I can't get this out, I'll just screw it up and I get to cut it off.
But I cut these off.
Well, that's okay. Yeah. We're good.
Cool.
It's good. We're good. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Wowee, there's like a whole bird's nest in there.
Ew. Oh, there's no nuts for Chet to eat.
Chet likes to eat nuts. Buzz, buzz, buzz. There's 2 bolts. 2 bolts in here, 2 bolts right here, bolt right here, bolt down here, and 1 right here. That's how the fender comes off.
I don't know if I got that last one, but it's fine.
It's fine. There's a whole DIY video for this. I told you like the 6 things you need to do in about 40 seconds. But we all know that you're here because you like to be entertained and learn something at the same time. If you were actually trying to do this in a pinch, you would have found a different video by now. Oh, that thing we disconnected was for the antenna.
Yeah. So this one was much worse than the other?
Yes. Because this is the side on the shoulder where all the salt goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those 2-lane roads in Norman, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like this thing spent some time in Iowa too. There's no sticker on the back that says something Iowa.
Oh.
Well, it does snow in Iowa.
Definitely.
Anybody else do this? I labeled this bag inner fender, but it became literally everything attached to the inner fender, outer fender, stuff bolted to the fender. It's fine.
You might want to leave another note on that it's like everything fender.
I'll remember. It's all the actual fender bolts were gray.
You know, that's what a lot of people tell themselves, and then they forget, and then they're confused.
But I do remember these things.
Okay, well, it might be good for other people to, you know.
Yeah, guys, you gotta like label your bags better than we do because Logan thinks you're stupid. I have faith in you. She doesn't.
I did not say that, you asked.
She also lives with me, and I forget things all the time.
You literally walk around with peanut butter on your face 99% of the time. So I don't know why you don't think you need help.
Go back in some videos that were filmed before February of 2021 and see if you can get a screenshot that shows peanut butter on my face. I will give you $100 if you can provide a screenshot that has peanut butter on my face. Usually like right here from when I eat my waffles in the morning. But it's gotta be definitive, like no Photoshop. I know how to do that. You're not fooling me. But if you find one, swear, $100, your name on it.
It's okay. I broke it.
We're getting some custom billet badges made for the door that are pretty sweet. We do not have a 1/2-inch drive impact yet. And you really need one though. We lost the hockey puck part of the body on the other one. Alright, you want to lift it off? You can handle it. There's wires still stuck to it because we're using a CVF accessory drive. It has its own AC compressor, so it's going to have its own fittings on there. So we're gonna, the one that went to the factory pancake compressor, the lines to that probably aren't going to get reused. But these ones that go to the dash and condenser and stuff probably will. So I don't want to bend them. That's why we cut the busted part, because we're going to have to get a new condenser.
What if that makes it harder to get out?
Then we'll just have to take it apart like we were supposed to in the first place.
Well, I don't want to do that. It was too hard.
Okay, I got it. That's it.
Hold on, I'll get it. Stop shaking it. There you go.
Yay!
Does that give you a better feel for it?
Yep. This right here is a truck. Hope what that, did you learn something? Leave a comment. What was your favorite part? I realize a lot of you are new, so this may be your first time making it to the end of one of our videos because it's the first time being here. Just a little bit of background. I am 25. Logan is 23. We are out here doing it full time. This is how we survive. It's just us. This is not a family-owned garage, or like neither one of us live at home. We live together. We're hundreds of miles from our families. So this is what we do. This is it. This is our life. Welcome to it. And part of what we do is we have cool shirts and stickers and hats and things that we sell on our website, which is stablesandautoworks.com. Everything gets packed and shipped by us.
Fun fact, I'm excited. We're getting more Ruger shirts,
Yes,
which
we
is
are.
my dog.
Yes, we are.
And he's not winking, he really has one eye.
Yep, he's a one-eyed dog. He's a little wounded. But the shirt I'm wearing is the one with Uncle Rob on it, which is a previous build. You should go check that out. We have those on the website, but it's an older shirt, so it's not in our rack of cool new things here. We like Dale Earnhardt. If you do too, you're gonna like probably half the stuff we have. But we also got stickers. This is actually like Mark Martin's old logo from the building that we went to in the video we did with him, which you should also go watch. That sign is from Rockingham.
Yeah, he just hung that up yesterday.
Yeah, we found that in the boneyard at Rockingham Speedway, the old NASCAR track. They let us keep it. So, there you go. Oh, and that plate on the front bumper of George, we have those too. They're $10.69. So if you got an if you got an OBS, you can suck it too. Where do people go to find our stuff?
StapletonAutoworks.com.
Who packs it?
I do.
Every single package gets a handwritten note signed by both of us.
And if you leave a tip, it goes to my race car, my future race car.
Yeah, it does. All tip functions go to her. I don't take any of that. It's kind of how she makes her money. That's what we do. Welcome to our life. We hope you're excited. If you don't want to get anything, that's okay. We won't be hurt, but if you'd like to be involved, that would be cool too. Or if you would like some brunch sponsored by AC Delco, I don't know what to tell you because we don't know where the brunch from AC Delco is either. That's just another sign from Rockingham. And happened to be using the Monte Carlo as a table to count some shirts, like hoodies that had blemishes on them, which is okay. Yep. Fresh paint, throw some stuff on it. That's how we do.
I didn't even do that. You did it.
Yeah, I did it. It's fine. It's dirty anyway.
It needs to be clay barred anyway, so
yeah.
fine.
Yep, it'll be okay. I don't know what else. Is there anything else that someone that's new here should know about us?
We have nice jugs.
Anyway, stay tuned for the following videos. I don't know what we're going to do next. Probably pull the body off. Something. Our tentative goal was to have the frame on the rotisserie by this coming Tuesday, which is Friday right now.
It's doable.
It's doable. We're going to try to upload every Friday or Saturday. Try to make that a thing. Ever since we moved to North Carolina from Texas, our uploading schedule and consistency has been all out of whack from like getting the building put together. Like we had to build that wall. We had to build the wall. We had to do the drywall seams, which is why they're not very good, and paint it. Like we painted everything in there too. Like the building's been a whole transformation that's taken months alongside of making videos, but we're kind of actually set up now and we're digging in. So we're glad you're here for it.
This is our living room. Welcome, MTV Cribs. We don't have a sofa, so I'm gonna sit on the rug. What?
Yep, we got PS2 with a bunch of die casts. And this is actually an actual, like, I guess it's not technically die cast, but it's a die cast set. That's our trailer. We have this trailer, the Dale Earnhardt one. Real deal. Oh, and here's that thing that we got from Robbie Collier. I found it in the dealership. And this is like the last little corner of non-organized in here. It used to be kind of blown out everywhere, but now we just kind of got that mess and that mess.
It to this corner. Like I'm doing it a little bit at a time because it's too overwhelming.
It's working. We're getting there.
It's funny because people probably think we're like bawling or something, but we're definitely not because I've had that TV since 6th grade. That was in my bedroom.
And that was the PS2 that I played on when I was a little kid.
Yeah, and that's my PS4 from my bedroom too.
Yeah,
we just moved it cross country to Texas with me.
We just pilfered stuff from the houses we grew up in pretty much. And our shop was outfitted with junk from Rockingham, basically. It's pretty funny. If you wish this video was longer, go watch some older ones. We'll see you there.